Versatile Mage. Chapter 29. A beautiful casting. Fire Burst. The other fire elemental user, the goody two-shoes girl Jo Min, looked at the overflowing radiance. Her small face clearly showed her disbelief. This student, whom she had always loathed for not making any progress, was actually stronger than Mu Bai. Had she been wrong this entire time? Their shock and disbelief was still far less than the defeated look on Mu Bai's face. His expression could hardly even be called an expression. It was a complete distortion. Even his cramping facial muscles twitched uncontrollably. What could be worse than being utterly surpassed by the person you hated most? Zhao Kunsen, the henchman, rubbed his eyes over and over again. Yet what he saw was still that overflowing radiance. The superiority he had been flaunting toward Mo Fan had been completely obliterated, leaving him looking like a comical fool, lofty and smug in the middle of the crowd, but now utterly ridiculous. S. Final result is S. The highest score in the school was S. However, everyone could tell that the magical capabilities within Mo Fan's stardust were slightly greater than Mu Bai's. Mo Fan, do you wish to continue the exam? Naturally. Mo Fan gave a slight smile. This daddy has been waiting for this for a long time. If the world hadn't changed, I would have reached this level during the high school examination. Fortunately, the outcome is still good. Mo Fan was eager to test his activation. Wasn't the point of bitter cultivation to shine like gold in front of others, glinting and dazzling? Fire burst. His entire aura shifted. After chanting the incantation, his whole bearing radiated confidence. A searing aura frantically spread from Mo Fan's body, washing over the cheeks of hundreds of people. The scorching heat was undeniable. The fire star path quickly mobilized around him as he completed the arrangement of the stars. A fierce, blazing red light, the unmistakable presence of fire. The flames burst forth from Mo Fan's half-clenched hand, like a vicious, impatient beast. Go! With a wave of his hand, the flames streaked across the exam grounds like a dazzling scarlet streak, striking the human-shaped puppet squarely. Burn! He raised his hand high. After a moment of silence, vicious flames erupted from within the puppet's body. The more it burned, the more ferocious it became. In mere seconds, the raging fire had engulfed the puppet entirely. The reflection of the flames danced across Mo Fan's smiling face, his confidence soaring. This was Fire Burst, the fire force he controlled. Its charm needed no explanation. After finishing, Mo Fan turned around. Every single person was dumbstruck. The teachers, students, and directors hadn't even recovered from the shock of his S grade in the previous test before witnessing his flawless fire burst casting. There was no hesitation, no force, it was natural and smooth. His casting speed was even faster than Mu Bai's. The fire element's primary spell was far more violent than ice. The crowd's reaction was even stronger than it had been for Mu Bai's ice spread. This was not only Mo Fan's beautiful turnaround, it was the sheer, boundless power of his fire elemental aura. Give your marks, Mo Fan said casually to the astonished examiners. A, B, A. As expected, Mo Fan's grades were higher than Mu Bai's. Mu Bai looked as if he was about to have a heart attack. If this continued, he might really stop breathing. How could this be? This wasn't how things were supposed to go. Both scores, higher than his. Is this really the Mo Fan we know? This is the greatest turnaround in history. From zero to divine student in an instant. It's blinding my dog eyes. Zhu Qinglan exclaimed. Zhu Musheng's mouth curved into a crooked smile. He didn't care about the feud between Mo Fan and Mu Bai. His class had suddenly produced a student with an S grade and the highest activation test score. If things went well, Mo Fan could be number one in the entire school. From last place to first place, nothing could be more shocking. With Mu Bai in second place, both the top students would be from his class. A promotion for him was almost guaranteed. As expected of the Mu family. Brother Mu Juoyan, your family has truly given our small magician organization an eye-opening experience. If I recall correctly, this Mo Fan is the son of your manor's driver. Being in a noble family must have influenced him unconsciously. He's become a preeminent student in Bo City. Deng Kai from the Hunters Union said. Mu Juoyan looked at Deng Kai. Deng Kai was both a high-ranking member of the Hunters Union and a director of Tianlan Magic High. Among the school's directors, his cultivation and strength were the greatest. As Deng Kai praised Mo Fan, the other directors sighed in admiration. You can't help but admire it. The son of a driver, yet already this talented, comparable to the carefully nurtured seedlings of great families. Mu Juoyan slowly recovered from his shock. He had never expected Mo Fan to have such ability. Hearing praise from those in his circle made his face light up. As his mood improved, he began to think. Mu Ningzhu had carried the family's honor for many years, but most of the other direct descendants and branch disciples required the family's support to consolidate power. The Mu family lacked strong fire element magicians. Although this boy had once angered him greatly, he was still young and inexperienced. After so many years, there was no need to pursue the matter. Perhaps it was time to offer him some benefits, to draw him into the family's service. He would not let him approach Mu Ningzhu, but he could place him under his eldest son, Mu Jiangming, and nurture him into a remarkable fire element henchman. A talented person was worth recruiting. Mu Juoyan stroked his beard, feeling pleased. Seeing Mo Fan leave the examination grounds, he called out, Mo Fan, come here. Mo Fan glanced at him, unsure of the old scoundrel's intentions. After a moment's hesitation, he walked toward the directors, stealing a glance at Mu Ningzhu. Damn, I haven't seen her in years. How is she even more beautiful now? Mu Juoyan let out a cold snort. Mu Ningzhu turned her gaze away. Mo Fan also withdrew his eyes. You called? Mo Fan asked, raising his head to meet Mu Juoyan's tall, imposing figure. In front of others, Mu Juoyan carried the prestige of a king, making people afraid to even breathe. But Mo Fan was different. To him, aside from raising a beautiful daughter, Mu Juoyan radiated nothing but the aura of an old scoundrel. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.